Are you sick and tired, worn out, and just need some rest? Rest for the weary. That sounds pretty inviting, doesn't it?
Just breathe. Just breathe. Come and rest at my feet and be. Just be. Chaos calls, but all you really need is to just breathe.
In Matthew 11:28-30, Jesus says, "Come to me, all you who are weary and burdened, and I will give you rest. Take my yoke upon you and learn from me, for I am gentle and humble in heart, and you will find rest for your souls. For my yoke is easy and my burden is light." I've heard these specific words many times before, but lately God has really been pressing them into my heart. Lately, I've been crossing paths with so many different people that are just busy in so many different ways. We're all going in different directions, whether it's school, our jobs, sports, relationships, medical problems, and even fun events that we plan to have fun with, but they're just so pressed for time. For me, it's work. I feel like that's all I ever do is just work, work, work. I'm actually on a rare break right now. I have to force myself to take breaks because I get so ahead of myself. There's just so much work to be done. Just thinking about it all gets me anxious. But the good news is I don't have to do it on my own. I consider it a true blessing that God allows me to wake up every day and take advantage of these opportunities. Sure, it does get difficult, but I know His promises. When I can't stand, I fall on Jesus and He catches me right before I fall flat on my face. So in the scripture, Jesus invites us to take His yoke and not our own. A yoke is a wooden crosspiece used to go over the necks of animals, to pull a plow, or even to carry a heavy load. Sometimes for a yoke, I picture those long sticks or braces that somebody would put over the back of their neck and their shoulders to balance out some water or heavy loads like that. Our yoke can represent workloads, relationships, or anything else that we try to carry on our own. Jesus is inviting all of us that are just worn out to come and take His yoke, learn His way, and discover the peace that He offers. He's a gentleman and completely understands that our souls are in need of desperate rest. He wants to help us. Jesus also says that His yoke is easy and His burden is light. Life isn't perfect and easy. We're always going to have a workload and there's going to be burden. But if we step aside and let Jesus help us out, we will truly find rest in what we do. Jesus is what gets me through my busy life. Back in the day, I could easily work 16-hour days and not care about anything else. I would be bitterly worn out, grumpy, hate everybody and everything, but I just didn't know any better. But when I learned, and I am still learning the Lord's way, life has gotten so much easier and better. I'm actually able to enjoy the work that I do with a happy heart and be pleasant to the people that I'm around. Yes, there's going to be stress in life, but it's so much easier with Jesus. Accept His invitation and come to Him to find your rest. By the way, check out the link in this description. It's for an awesome song called Breathe by Johnny Diaz, and it's all about being busy and the rest that you'll find in Jesus.